Dogs, please. Yeah.
Coach, when you look at the defensive back room, you talked a lot about last year being a weakness. A lot of guys, Power 5, Power 4 guys brought in. What does that group look like through the summer and then today?
Really good. That's a lot of good players back there. We have a lot of depth back there. We've got a lot of guys that can play. Dontae Balfour is an elite player. Uh, Eli Culp is an elite player. Um, you know, we got a number of corners that are really good players and came from really good schools. And one of the things that plagued us last year is that our corners played 75 snaps a game. So that's pretty tough. So we feel like we can cut those reps in half with just as good of players. So that's really important for the back.
Coach, no surprise you like to run the ball. Everybody knows that. Talk a little bit about maybe some players in the running back room that have emerged early on. Anybody that really impressed you today?
I think we have 4 good ones. It's a bounty of riches, really. Nobody should have 4 good ones. But we've got, in no particular order, Cartavius Norton from Iowa State is going to be a really good player. Built low to the ground, stocky, great balance, loves to play. C.J. Stokes from the University of Michigan is kind of a big hit guy. He's a very explosive breakaway guy. And number 0, Ronnie Kellman, you saw him today. He's got explosion written all over him. And the other guy is a guy that I think set the school rushing record last year against Memphis. So, you know, we got a deep running back room.
When you look at Coach Brewster and just his energy and just his expertise, I mean, being a former head coach, having worked, you know, at Power 4 programs before, what can he bring to this program as far as just his expertise, being able to recruit, and just overall what he can do?
Well, we're very fortunate to have him. He was a Big Ten head coach, coached in the NFL for years, and has been in all the big programs with a bunch of great coaches. He's known as a great recruiter, but which he is, but he's also an excellent position coach, and he's great. Shall I say, older wisdom for a young offensive staff, and he's also you know, been a great advisor to me, and then Steve Wilkes is going to be with us in a non-official manner. And you talk about great wisdom and advisor. So we brought in some experience, put it that way.
You said Steve will be an advisor on the staff?
Yeah, he's going to, untitled but around.
Last year you used a lot of external things to fire up your squad, whether it be 2.5 or that company doing a lot of different things. Is there anything this year that you are preaching every day as a message to them to remind them what's in front of you?
No.
Awesome.
You look at the quarterbacks, Max Brown coming in from Florida. What have you seen from him as far as his growth over the course of the offseason leading up to today, and just his command of the offense so far?
Really bright kid, unbelievable athlete, very good leader, incredible arm talent, can also run it. But he's a young quarterback, right? He's a young quarterback, and you see things that are, you know, that young quarterbacks do that you don't want them to do. But he's got all the tools, and our job is to get him ready for the first week.
Being in this for a year, what does this team need to do to take that next step and keep this thing moving the right way?
Well, the first thing we have to do is we have to have come together as a football team. Last year we didn't do that. We had too many disparate internal organizations amongst the players. And that was because I got here late and we recruited the best we could, and we took a bunch of kids from one school, and I recommend nobody ever do that, right? That's problematic. This year we've had a whole cycle to recruit, and we have a great locker room. Our kids really care about each other, and that's the biggest thing. And the thing we've been stressing is emotional toughness. So, you know, toughness isn't physical. It's emotional. It's your mind. So your mind is the most powerful thing that can get you to quit, to ring the bell. And we've worked really hard from December to try to master our minds.
Did you sense that hunger today, practice one? Were there things that really kind of fired you up out there?
Yeah, I think so. I think they. I do think that they're not. They don't live underneath a shell or a rock. They read all the things that are said, and they see all the things that are said, and we have not talked about it, but they see it. They see, I don't know, what are we, 13 out of 14 or 15 out of 6, whatever it is. And then, comes out we're an 8-point underdog at home against James Madison. I mean, the kids they're on social media. They see it. So they don't need to hear anything more from me. If that can't get you ready to go, then I can't get you ready to go. And they've worked all year like they have a chip on their shoulder, and I would say they do.
When you look at the roster, got 120 guys right now. Just if you could put an estimate on it, how many guys, from the board? I know you guys obviously brought in a lot last year. How many newcomers estimate about this?
Kyle, you know that? What is it? Mid-40s. Yeah. And I will say, the guys we've kept that we brought in the portal last year, really good players and really good kids. I would say every single one of these kids, we really vetted these kids. We went to work on this. We talked to high school coach, even though they were college guys. We talked to high school coaches, college coaches that competed against them, college coaches that coached them, high school guidance counselors. I mean, we went really deep. And if you were a great player and you missed the background check, so to speak, we didn't take you. But what we feel like is we got a bunch of really, really good players that meet the kind of kids we want in the program.
Anything else?
Coach Brewster talked about how he took this job. He flew to Gainesville before he actually flew to Charlotte. When he noticed, what he liked in Max Brown. What was it from your end that made you realize right away? And then when you look at the leadership and all the positive abilities that he's been displaying this quickly, that made you realize that he was probably the guy last year.
You mean Max?
Max,
Yeah. All you need to do is put his Florida State film on and his Missouri film. And if you can't figure that out in about 5 snaps, then you're a moron. And I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but I could figure that out. He just needed a chance, that's all.
Dontae, first day back, man, how did it feel? Obviously hot out there. Good to get back on the field.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was definitely hot, but you always got to push through it, and it felt good being back out there. So,
Coach Poggi said he feels that this team has a completely different feel. Obviously, you were here last year, just going through the season that you guys had. How do you feel about the state of the team and the guys you have around you as you guys look to build off what you did last year?
Oh yeah, definitely. I feel like our team chemistry definitely has improved. We care about each other. We got new guys coming in, eager to learn. So everybody want to be a part of our success. So it's good.
You got an NFL great there down in the back end as an analyst, Dre Bly, a guy that's seen it all, done it all, and
Right.
been at the highest level. What can he bring to that unit as you guys hopefully get to that next level too?
Definitely technique, IQ. He know the game. He played the game at the highest level, Super Bowl champion. So just any type of information I can take from him is definitely helpful. So.
Got a former teammate in the secondary now, Corey Conley from Carolina. What's it like playing with JQ again?
Been great, man. He's a hell of a player. He's a dog. He's hungry because he took a year off. But I'm happy he's here. He's back there. I know the post's gonna be taken care of. So
20 practices before you get to game day, but how special is this first one in establishing maybe an identity or what this team's going to be about?
Definitely, we definitely want to set the tone for this first day. Coach Oz emphasized we always want to rally to the ball. All 11 men. We're just trying to have a different mentality to kill everything. So definitely. Yeah.
That's sort of the mantra, this team-wide. I know you guys last year, looked at it was 2.5, and now you were able to get that. But when you look at this overall mantra, what would that be for this team this year?
I feel like there's gonna be a lot of surprises for a lot of people that think differently. Because we were putting in the work. We got the coaches to do it, and definitely the players. We got we got some more depth, which is great to have. So I'm excited.
Obviously, a lot of talent in the receiver room, but I'm curious about one in particular, Sean Brown. You played against him last year. What have you seen as change in his game to this season?
I feel like his growth. Sean's a very long, fast, receiver. He's going to do whatever you tell him. So he just plays hard, and I'm excited for him too.
What are you most excited about in your game this year, the offseason work that you put in?
Just improve. Just go off last year. Just build off last year. Get 2 times better. Just any little critique in my game, just improve it as much as I can to get to the next level.
You know, I think you're 4 or 5 pass breakups from the school record. Does that mean anything to you?
I ain't gonna sit here and act like it don't. You definitely want to leave your name somewhere, but it's just something that I do, and it just comes, on the journey. So I'm very appreciative to have that opportunity. But so yeah, it's not really my main focus, but yeah.
You played in the college football 25. Are you pleased with your rating?
Oh yeah. No, I ain't gonna lie. They definitely did a little research. My little abilities on there, so I like that. I can tell they watch a little film. So yeah, oh yeah, definitely. We've been won the championship. So definitely, my dude on there, I love it, man. It's unbelievable, and it's a grateful feeling. So.
Next, John from WCCB Charlotte. You think about quarterback, and you got to make the plays and everything, but it's also you're representing the team. I mean, you're kind of at the forefront of the University of North Carolina and Charlotte. And so, how much pride do you take in that, and being kind of such a high-profile representative?
Yeah. Well, I'm extremely grateful to be able to go and represent a university and our football team, my friends. So, when any chance you get to go and be a representative of a university, so it's a big, huge honor. So I'm thankful for Biff and the coaches for believing in me and being able to do that. So.
Max, Andrew Dillon from Charlotte Sports Live. Just overall, what's the adjustment been like? I mean, making the move here to the Queen City, obviously getting to know a lot of guys coming in from the portal as well, like yourself. What's the overall adjustment been like for you the last few months?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun being able to come in and a lot of new guys, but also coming in with a lot of guys that want to win, and the new guys wanting to win as well. So coming in and being able to build our own culture, start our own culture, and being able to start from a team that had guys that wanted to win but didn't necessarily win games last year, but also get the chance to redeem themselves this year. So I'm excited.
Coach mentioned, when people look at your game to cut on, take from Florida State and Missouri last year. What do you think you showcased in those games? And for those that maybe aren't familiar with what you're able to do as a quarterback, what would you say is your style and kind of who you model yourself after and what do you bring to the table at the position?
Yeah, I think just a guy that can make all the throws on the field, a leader that brings his team up, that wins football games. I think kind of going back to some of my resume in the past is just winning and at the high school level. Last time I've played full season, so I watch a lot of guys, try to take things, bits and pieces from a lot of different guys and implement it into my game. But yeah, I think I kind of have a unique play style that's not similar to a lot of guys, but also similar to a lot of guys, if that makes sense. So yeah.
Max, Hunter Bailey with the Charlotte Observer. It's your first year, offensive coordinator, Mike Miller's second year. What has that relationship kind of been like, getting to know him and getting involved with this system?
Yeah. Being 2 guys that want to come in and achieve the same thing was kind of one of the big decisions that I made going into the transfer portal process. So that bond between us has been great in this offseason, and excited to continue to build it. So that's my guy.
Max, Bobby Rosinski on the sidelines for you guys. Just protection leadership. What's that challenge like, being new quarterback to this team and grabbing control of leadership for this football team?
Yeah. When you get guys that want to allow you to be a leader, it's an honor. And you have to be able to, it has to hold a good weight on you. So being able to understand that you're a leader and guys look up to you is what you want. So anytime you get a chance to be a leader is a great honor and great for our team. So.
What's the biggest challenge for you, though? So many new things in your life, your school, your teammates, a team that desperately wants to win. What is the biggest challenge?
I think just being able to come in and make our mark, which isn't really a challenge, it's an opportunity. So having an opportunity to do something that no one's been able to do, create our own culture, establish our own pride and respect of Charlotte, bring winning football to Charlotte. I think being able to come and bring winning to the city is something that's going to happen in this future. So I'm excited for it and excited for the city. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Talked to you a week ago. I think you hadn't played college football yet. Has that changed here?
I really haven't. I've been back home with the family, seen the family the last few days, but no, I haven't really got a chance to play it. My little brother's been playing it though. He's been telling me all about it.
Does he play with you guys?
He keeps saying he does. I hope so. So yeah. Thank you guys. Yeah, appreciate you guys.